Let us begin tonight with a thought so simple and yet so powerful, it has shaped the lives of those who dared to dream beyond their circumstances. What you think about, you become. It's not just a saying, it's the fundamental truth behind every success story the world has ever known. The thoughts you allow into your mind, especially in moments of quiet like this one, are the seeds of your future. Right now, as you prepare to rest, your mind becomes more open, more receptive. And that's the perfect time to remind yourself of this. Everything you desire begins first as a thought, a spark, an idea, a quiet conviction. You don't need to chase success in the outside world until you first find it within yourself. That dream you carry, whether it's peace of mind, financial independence, or creating something meaningful, already exists. Not in the world around you, but inside. That's where all great achievements are born, right here in thought. Now, don't underestimate the power of even the smallest idea. Every invention, every business, every work of art that's changed the course of human history, all of it began the same way someone thought it was possible. They believed it, often when no one else did, and they kept feeding that thought, nurturing it, focusing on it, until it grew into something real. Tonight, I want you to take a moment and imagine the life you want. Don't analyze it, don't doubt it. Just see it quietly, like a soft picture in your mind's eye. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be yours. As you breathe in deeply and let go of the tension of today, allow that image to settle in. Make it feel as natural as the rhythm of your breath. See yourself there, already living it. Feel how it feels to wake up with purpose, to move through your day with calm confidence, to know that everything is unfolding just as it should. You see, thought is the foundation, and belief is the builder. The moment you begin to believe in the possibility of your vision, not because you have proof, but because you've decided it's true for you, that's when things begin to change. The world doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are, to the vibration of your thinking, and that's good news, because it means you already have the most important tool you'll ever need. Right now, as your body relaxes and your breathing softens, let your thoughts align with that vision. Don't try to force it. Let it come naturally. Quietly remind yourself, I am the creator of my reality. My thoughts shape my path. Let the thoughts sink into you like a warm light. Let it move through you gently, calming every part of your mind. You might wonder, can it really be that simple? Can just a thought really change my life? Yes, but not just any thought, a thought that you feed, a thought that you return to day after day, moment after moment, a thought that you protect from the weeds of doubt and fear. That kind of thought, persistent, purposeful, and emotionally charged, has more power than anything outside of you. So as you prepare to drift into sleep, remember that your mind doesn't stop working when you close your eyes. It keeps thinking, it keeps processing, it keeps shaping your beliefs. That's why what you think about before you fall asleep is so important. Tonight, don't carry the weight of the day into your dreams. Let go of the stress, let go of the regrets, let go of the noise. You don't need any of it where you're going. You're building something new. And it begins with what you choose to think about now. In the quiet of this moment, choose thoughts of hope, thoughts of strength, thoughts of ease and progress and momentum. Think not of what's missing, but of what's already growing inside you. Trust that your thoughts have power. Trust that each night you are planting new seeds. And every morning, you have the chance to water them with action, with discipline, with faith. So as you lay there slowly drifting, hear this truth one more time. Everything starts with thought. And tonight, you are thinking thoughts that build you, that lift you, that guide you. Let them carry you now. Let them work for you in the stillness. Let them shape your tomorrow, gently and quietly, while you rest. Close your eyes now and breathe gently. Let your body soften into stillness as we continue together. Tonight, I want to speak to a part of you that already knows the truth, even if the noise of the world has tried to drown it out. There is one key that unlocks more doors than talent, more doors than luck or education. It's not complicated, but it is rare. It's the ability to choose one clear purpose for your life and to devote yourself to it completely. That is where real power begins. You see, most people drift. They allow themselves to be pulled by circumstance, distracted by what others want, or lost in endless choices. Their minds are full of ideas, but none are anchored, none are focused. And because of that, their energy is scattered. Their potential is never gathered into something solid, something real. But when you make the decision, the bold, quiet decision, to define exactly what it is you want from life, something shifts. You stop drifting. You start moving with directions. You become like a river cutting through rock, not because of force, but because of persistence, moving always toward your destination. Now, this doesn't mean you need to have your whole life figured out tonight. You don't need to see the end of the road, but you do need to begin. You need to choose something, something that matters deeply to you, something you can return to when you feel lost, when your confidence fades, or when life feels heavy. That something becomes your compass. It becomes your reason. So I ask you gently as you relax into this quiet moment, what do you want? What do you truly want? Not what you think is realistic, not what others expect from you, but what you want in your heart. Maybe it's freedom. Maybe it's love. Maybe it's to build something beautiful, something that outlives you. Whatever it is, don't judge it. Don't shrink it. Just listen. Let it rise. When you name that desire clearly and you decide to move toward it, even in small steps, your mind begins to organize itself around it. Your thoughts, your habits, even your subconscious begin to cooperate. That's the magic of definiteness of purpose. It creates order. It brings a kind of quiet confidence because now you know what you're building. You're no longer wandering through your days reacting. You're creating. You're choosing. And here's something else: when you are definite in your purpose, the world responds differently. People recognize that energy in you. You're no longer saying maybe to everything. You're saying yes to one thing. And when you do that, the universe has room to move things in your favor, not because of chance, but because of alignment. Your actions, your thoughts, and your intentions are working together now. As you begin to fall into sleep, I want you to imagine how it feels to live every day with that kind of clarity, to wake up with a reason, to know that whatever you do, even the small tasks, are steps towards something that matters to you. That kind of life feels lighter. It feels focused. It brings peace. And I'll tell you something that most people don't realize: purpose doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't need applause. Some of the most powerful lives are lived quietly, steadily, in devotion to a single, meaningful idea. You don't need permission. You don't need a guarantee. All you need is to decide. Decide that your life is worth building with intention. Decide that tonight, even as you sleep, you're going to let that purpose deepen inside you. You're going to wake up tomorrow a little more certain, a little more clear. Let go now of any confusion. Let go of the noise. There is no pressure in this moment, only peace. Just breathe. And as you breathe, let one thought settle in your heart: as I know where I'm going, even if the path isn't visible yet, even if it takes time, the decision has been made. And that is enough for now. Let that purpose whisper to you as you drift deeper into rest. Let it plant itself like a seed. Let it grow in the dark. Let it shape your dreams, your thoughts, and your steps gently, steadily, with certainty. Now that your body has begun to relax and your breathing is slowed, let your mind open just a little more. Let's talk tonight about something deeper than thought, deeper even than purpose. Let's talk about faith. Not faith in something outside of you, but faith in yourself, in your ability to turn what you imagine into something real. This kind of faith isn't loud or dramatic. It's quiet, steady, and absolutely essential. You see, purpose is the blueprint, but faith is the fuel. Without it, purpose stays locked in your mind, just a dream, a wish. But when you believe in that purpose, truly believe, everything changes. Your actions take on a different energy. Your voice becomes more certain. Even when you're still, the belief is working. It's attracting opportunities, guiding your decisions, and giving you the courage to move forward even when the path is unclear. The truth is, most people don't struggle because they lack intelligence or resources. They struggle because they lack belief. They second guess themselves. They let doubt whisper in their ear and they listen to it. Doubt makes the mountain seem too steep. Faith, on the other hand, makes you feel stronger with every step. Now, let's be honest. There will be days when belief feels far away, when it's easier to believe in the obstacles than in your own ability. That's okay. That's human. But what matters is this: you don't let doubt become the habit. You train your mind night after night to believe in the direction you've chosen, just like you're doing now, just by being here. You're feeding your belief system with calm, focused energy, and that's how faith is built, through repetition, emotion, and presence. That's why this time before sleep is so powerful, because right now your conscious mind is slowing down. And your subconscious mind, the part of you that controls behavior, emotion, and identity, is opening up. It's listening. It's taking in what you repeat. And the more you feed it faith, the more that faith becomes your natural state. So tonight, gently affirm what you already know deep down: I am capable. I am worthy. I am becoming who I was meant to be. Let those words wash over you like a warm breeze. Say them not as a wish, but as a fact. Speak them not to convince yourself, but to awaken what's already there. Faith isn't about seeing the whole staircase. It's about taking the first step with conviction. And as you drift into sleep, I want you to remember something important. You don't need to know how everything will happen. That's not your job. Your job is to believe it will. Your job is to stay aligned with your purpose. Take the next step and let faith carry the rest. You are not here to be ruled by fear. Fear might visit, but it does not belong. Let it pass. It cannot stay where faith is present. When you believe in yourself, you become a magnet for solutions, for creativity, for the kind of strength that others can't see, but that you can feel. That's when things begin to move. Not all at once, but piece by piece, quietly, steadily. Now breathe a little deeper. Let every breath remind you you have what it takes. Not in the future, not someday, right now. Even if the world hasn't seen it yet, even if the results haven't arrived, faith means holding on to that inner truth, even when nothing around you confirms it yet. And the moment you stop needing proof, that's when you become unstoppable. You don't have to be loud to be powerful. You don't have to be perfect to be ready. You only need to believe with quiet certainty that what you desire is already on its way, and that every step you take is part of its arrival. So as you slip into rest, let go of all doubt. There is nothing more to figure out right now. No questions you need to answer. Just trust. Trust the process. Trust the vision. And above all, trust yourself. Now that you're resting deeper and your breath is moving like a gentle tide, let me speak to the part of you that never sleeps. The part of you that listens even when the world goes quiet. You see, while your conscious mind begins to drift, your subconscious mind is still wide awake. And that's where the real work happens. That's where change begins. Your subconscious doesn't argue with you. It doesn't question your dreams. It doesn't weigh pros and cons. It simply accepts whatever you give it, especially when you're in this quiet, receptive state. That's why this moment right now is so powerful, because in this state, you're not just listening, you're programming. And what you plant here will take root. This is the power of autosuggestion. A simple idea: speak to your subconscious with emotion and repetition, and it will begin to shape your actions, your attitude, and your outcomes. It doesn't matter whether you're wide awake or barely holding on to consciousness. It hears you, and it believes you. That's the secret most people miss. They think change starts with action, but real change begins with belief. And belief is built by suggestion. The beautiful thing is, you get to choose the suggestions. You get to decide the script your mind plays over and over. You can feed it worry and regret, or you can feed it hope, strength, and intentions. And the more often you do that, the more natural those ideas become. You stop trying to believe in yourself, and you just do. You stop trying to feel confident, and you just are. So tonight, as your body rests, I want you to quietly repeat a few truths to yourself. You don't need to say them out loud, just hear them. Let them echo softly inside. I am strong. I am focused. I am worthy. I am building a life I love. I move with clarity. I rest with peace. Let those words settle in like a rhythm, like a pulse. You don't need to force them. Even if a part of you resists, just let them repeat again. That repetition is what plants the seed. And with enough repetition, those words become part of you. You start walking through the world with more purpose, more calm, more certainty. Now understand this, your mind is always listening, not just to what you say out loud, but to the words you whisper to yourself. If you keep telling yourself that things are hard, that you can't change, that you're not ready, your subconscious takes that as instruction. It doesn't know the difference between fact and repetitions. And that's why it's so important to be deliberate. To choose words that support your vision, not sabotage it. Most people don't realize this. They speak carelessly about themselves, about their future. And then they wonder why things don't improve. But you're not most people. You're here, right now, taking control of the dialogue inside your own mind. You're choosing thoughts that match the life you want, not the life you fear. And the more you do that, the more your subconscious aligns with your vision. It begins to work behind the scenes, shaping your habits, guiding your intuition, helping you notice opportunities you once would have ignored. You'll feel more inspired to act, more resilient when challenges come, more grounded when the world gets loud. That's the silent power of autosuggestion. It doesn't shout, it doesn't push. It simply reshapes you word by word, belief by belief. So tonight, as you sink deeper, let these truths become your lullaby. Let your mind drift on thoughts that support you. You are not falling asleep to escape life. You're falling asleep to prepare for it. Each time you drift off with purpose and belief, you are strengthening the foundation beneath everything you do. You're no longer leaving your subconscious to chance. You're guiding it, training it, feeding it the ideas that will lead you forward. And that means when you wake up, you won't just feel rested, you'll feel aligned. Aligned with who you want to be, aligned with where you're going, aligned with the kind of life that feels right in your bones. So let the thoughts keep repeating. Let them settle deeper than words. Let them become a part of you. There is nothing else you need to do now. Just rest, just trust, just believe. As you continue to relax, drifting deeper into this peaceful space, I want you to feel something that often gets forgotten in the rush of daily life. You are not alone. Even now, in this quiet moment, lying still, your thoughts are not isolated. Your energy is not confined. There's a powerful truth that begins to reveal itself when the world goes silent. Your mind, your purpose, your belief, they're part of something bigger, something connected. There's a force that surrounds you and moves through others who are also reaching, also believing, also building something meaningful. It may not always be visible, but it's always there, like a current beneath the surface. When your thoughts are clear and your purpose is strong, that current begins to carry you. That's why surrounding yourself with the right energy matters. The right people, the right ideas, the right mental environment, because every connection, even those made in silence or from a distance, can lift you or limit you. And yet, even if you find yourself alone right now, even if you feel like no one sees what you're building, don't be discouraged. There is still power available to you because you carry within you the ability to align your mind with the minds of others, not physically, but spiritually, mentally. That's how influence begins. That's how collaboration begins in thought, in intention, in energy. When you think with clarity, when you hold your vision with conviction, you're not just changing your life. You're tuning into a higher level of thought. And at that level, you're never truly by yourself. There are others, whether you've met them or not, who are thinking just like you. People who are determined to rise, who are focused on becoming more, who are awake to their own potential. And when you hold your mind in that space, in discipline, in purpose, in faith, your energy meets theirs. You become part of an invisible alliance, one that strengthens you even when no words are exchanged. That's why certain ideas lift you. Why certain people, even strangers, feel familiar, because on some level your thoughts have already met. Now, breathe gently. Feel the calm in your chest, the rhythm of your breath. You're connected. You're being supported in ways that may not yet be visible, but the connection is real. Every time you hold a positive thought, every time you choose vision over fear, you become part of a mental movement that stretches far beyond your room, your city, your circumstances. You're part of a community of thought leaders, of builders, of dreamers, even if you haven't met them yet, and those connections strengthen you. There will be moments in your journey that feel quiet, maybe even lonely. But in those moments, you must remember greatness is not built in crowds, it's built in solitude, it's shaped in silence, but it is never done alone, because the mind, when tuned to the right frequency, always finds reinforcement. It always draws in the right people, the right support, the right resources. You don't have to chase them. You just have to become the kind of person they're drawn to. Right now, as you rest, your mind is tuning, quietly, gently. It's aligning not just with your goals, but with the minds of those who can help bring them to life. That alignment starts here, with clarity, with belief, with a peaceful and focused heart. That's what creates a field of attraction around you. It's not noise, it's not desperation, it's certainty. You may not see it tomorrow, you may not know who they are or when they'll appear, but keep showing up. Keep thinking the thoughts that elevate you. Keep surrounding yourself, even mentally, with ideas that inspire you. Because when you align your thinking with purpose, the right relationships, partnerships, mentors, collaborators, even friends begin to form naturally. This is how success expands beyond effort. This is how influence multiplies, not by pushing, but by aligning, not by doing more, but by becoming more. And that's exactly what you're doing tonight. As you fall into rest, you're not just recovering, you're recharging your alignment, you're letting go of what no longer fits, and you're opening yourself to the thoughts, people, and opportunities that do. So, as sleep takes you gently, hold this thought one more time. I am not alone in this. I am supported. My thoughts are strong, and they connect me to others who are walking the same path. As you sink deeper into rest, just let the stillness carry you. Let everything from the day melt into the background. There's no pressure here, no hurry. Just a steady reminder that even as you sleep, something beautiful is happening. Your mind is preparing for tomorrow, not through noise or effort, but through quiet, deliberate peace. You don't need to do it all at once. You don't need to have every piece in place. Real success isn't some sudden explosion. It's not dramatic. It's not chaotic. It's slow. It's subtle. It's the result of consistent action, repeated day after day, even when no one's watching. Especially when no one's watching, you become who you're meant to be, not in the big moments, but in the small ones. In the early mornings when you rise with focus. In the quiet evenings like this one, when you choose peace over distraction, intention over impulse. Success is not about doing everything. It's about doing the right things over and over. Discipline may not always feel exciting, but it's what creates freedom. Commitment might not always feel fast, but it's what brings certainty. And when you stack those efforts, one on top of the other, they begin to compound. Like drops of water wearing away stone, like bricks forming a foundation. Each day, each habit, each decision, they all matter more than you think. And that's why rest is important too. Because rest isn't quitting, it's preparing. Just like your body needs recovery after physical effort, your mind needs time to process, to restore, to regenerate the energy that moves you forward. Tonight is not a break from your growth, it's part of it. This is where tomorrow's strength begins, in the silence, in the stillness, in the belief that you're building something worthwhile. You've already done more than you know. You've made it through challenges that once seemed impossible. You've kept going on days when quitting would have been easier. You've stretched, grown, adjusted, and adapted, and you're still here. Still dreaming, still reaching. That's proof. Proof that you have what it takes to continue. Proof that your foundation is solid. You don't need to sprint to your goal. You just need to keep walking, one step at a time, one morning at a time, one choice at a time. And when the world around you feels too fast or too loud, remember this: progress isn't always something you can see right away. Sometimes it's invisible. It's happening inside you, in the way you think, the way you react, the way you believe in yourself. just a little more than you did before. That internal shift is everything. That's what creates lasting transformation. So tonight, I want you to release any pressure you've been holding. Let go of any guilt for not being farther ahead. Let go of the weight of comparing yourself to anyone else's path. There's no timeline you need to match. You're not behind, you're becoming. And the beautiful thing is, every single day you wake up, you get to start again with fresh eyes, with a clearer heart, with new choices and renewed energy. And that's why sleep is sacred, because it's not an ending, it's a reset. It's your chance to leave the doubts of the day behind and step into the possibility of tomorrow. While your body rests, your mind is laying new tracks, creating new connections, reinforcing the thoughts that will carry you closer to your goals. Even now, while you drift in and out of awareness, your future is being built inside you. You're learning to trust the process. You're learning that success isn't some far off destination, but a rhythm, a steady beat that flows through every decision, every effort, every restful pause like this one. You're becoming someone who doesn't just chase success, but attracts it through your focus, your belief, your willingness to keep showing up, especially when it's quiet. So let tonight be a promise to yourself, not a dramatic one, not one you have to shout, just a quiet, powerful promise that you will keep going, that you will keep believing, that you will keep choosing growth over fear, purpose over distraction, and progress over perfection. You don't need to do anything else right now. There is no final step tonight, just this breath, this stillness, this quiet sense that everything you need is already unfolding. Let that be enough. Let that carry you into sleep. Tomorrow is another step forward, and tonight you're already taking it.